Guys, it's your girl Laura here, checking in as usual. I wanted to talk to you guys today about the impact of negative thinking by way of autosuggestion and how much negative thinking can actually impact your life and not in a positive way. The idea of negative thinking is, it's so impactful that it's like a mold. It's how you have a mold, and in a specific area you hear about the mold and how it grows and grows and grows and grows and grows, and it breeds more mold. Well, that's the same concept with negative thinking. The more negative thoughts you let enter your mind, the more negative thoughts and negative things are going to happen to you in your life. So if you want money in life, you're not going to get it. If you want more prosperity, more happiness, more health, more wealth, you're not going to get it. It's not going to come because you keep letting in that negative vibration in your life. You ever get put in a situation where you're with friends, or you have that one friend? I know I've experienced this where, and she's, a great person. She's got a great heart, but everything that comes out of her mouth or his mouth is totally negative. It's always about hating. It's always about dogging the person that walks by us, or how they're dressed and how they're behaving in public, and but it's on a continuous basis. It's all the time. I cringe at that, and now I've learned over time that you can't really change people like that. My instinct is to talk to these people and say, well, you shouldn't think like that, and trying to get, like, I want to be the savior from herself, basically. But I stopped doing that. After a while, you kind of just, you can give advice, but if they choose to take it and not take it, then you have to decipher what's good for you and what you want in your life. And part of that sometimes means getting rid of all the negativity that you get from negative friendships, and even close ones, close friendships. I've close relative members, I've had to distance myself and sort of take some of them with in small doses, I like to call that, because I don't think I can eliminate them from my life 100%, but I can certainly limit the amount of times that I have to see them or interact with them, because it's just not good for you. And the other thing is, did you know that doctors, most physicians, they say, okay, and I read this somewhere, that 75% of visits are actually created, turn out to be, I don't want to use the word bogus, but in the mind, it's imaginary. They're hypochondriac, and it's sort of, they've created this imaginary illness in their head. They believed it so much, it's bred that it's true in their head, in their mind, and in the end, it's actually not. Okay, so no wonder doctors think that every time we come up to them, that our symptoms are in our head. So what if 75% of visits are such, then I can see sort of where they're coming from, right? So you cry wolf one too many times, the door will not open at some point. Anyways, all that to say is, try and keep the negativity away from you. Stay away from all that negativity. I tell my daughters this all the time. If you're not getting something from somebody that's a positive impact, and I'm not saying it's got to be positive all the time. That's not how life works. But if it's always negative, then that's not something that you want to be around, and you can't grow around people like that. So you got to infiltrate your mind with positivity. So be conscious when you start thinking negative. Oh, I can't do this. Try and change that up to, oh, you know what? How am I gonna make this better? If you want to make it better, like, there's a lot of things that I don't want to do because I just don't want to do them. I have no interest in doing them, and so I don't pursue it. I'll see if I can get somebody else to do it for me. But for those things that I really want to do, but I tell myself I can't do, I catch myself and start infiltrating in my mind what I can do instead. And just think, the same way that those sick people or those hypochondriacs who auto-suggest, that so much so that they feel that they have incurred this disease. Actually, by the way, they do, in the end, what happens is they think it's so much that they've actually induced the physical symptoms of whatever disease they conjured up that they had. By the way, that's actually a fact. So the same way that can be done, the same way it can be done in a positive light. So when you're getting to that negative space, start thinking positive. Replace it. Try smiling. And this, I have a challenge with this. Try smiling. I do it every day, but try smiling every day, just like this, all day, for like throughout the day, for 1 minute at a time. 1 minute. Just smile, and it does change your outlook. I know it sounds weird, but it does, and it does work. So the next time you're getting that negative thought, guys, change that auto-suggestion to a positive. Catch yourself. Be conscious of those negative thoughts and change it up, okay? Take yourself to a better place and stay away from all those negative peeps, okay? That's my advice to y'all. For more, you can get some information on the blog. Just click the link below, and see you on the next video.